Okay, so I found this real estate wholesaler website on Google Maps, and I want to challenge myself to redesign it into something more high converting. So let me take you guys through what exactly is wrong with their current site and show you at the end what I built out to make it look much better. So on their current site, you can see they have this long navigation menu, which has too many links and is quite overwhelming. Don't know what the text up here is actually meant for, but then we have this hero section with the video and the card, and this button doesn't really look like a clickable button. You can improve on that and improve on the text in this box as well. Then we move on to the next section, which is just like a block of text crammed together, making it like difficult to quickly scan through and get the information you need. Then as we move on, we have this sort of about us section with the text, Instagram link, and the owner of the business. Well, this isn't bad, but it could be really improved on to make it more appealing. You get. Then we have two buttons over here. This can get a bit confusing on what the visitor should do next. So I'll leave this at like one button if I'm to redesign it. And next we have this testimonial section, which doesn't look that bad, but it could be improved on to make it more engaging. With like we can add paddings on the sides to give it more space and give more equal gaps in between each of these videos. I can also see they have no footer here, so I can't go to any of the other pages unless I scroll all the way back to the top. And even when I click on this button to join now, it takes me to this page with no nav menu. So I can't go back to the home page. So unless I click on the back button here, back arrow button to go back to the home page. Same with the other pages. So let me take you guys through what exactly I built, as well as explain my thought process while building it. This is the site I built in Framer. Yeah, I just built this in like 3 days. It's not really the best of the best, but it could still convert better than their current site here. I put the hero text on the left with some buttons for call to action, and I put their phone number in the nav menu. Also simplify the links to just 5 links. Yeah, then we come on to the next section. I turned these cards of text, these blocks of text into these cards, which makes it more scannable and easier for the reader to get the information much quicker. The next section is to show the recent investment opportunities. Yeah, in the next section, I turned the testimonial section over here into a ticker. When you hover on it, it pauses for you to watch the video and get the information. But I could still improve on the background if I give myself more time to. Yeah, and this is the about us section. So I turned this section with the 2 buttons here into this. Just one section with 1 button. I could still do something about this text over here. Yeah, and this is supposed to be like a sort of benefits section that like gives them a quick idea of what they can get if they join their list, their buyer list. And then we have the form again. Then we have the CTA and the footer so that we can go to different pages and different sections on the website without having to scroll all the way back up. As you can see on their current site, we have no footer down here. So let me show you guys how I implemented AI agents and automations to turn this website into a high converting website that actually functions and does something in the background. First is this call button here. I connected this call button to an AI voice agent, which can answer calls, book appointments, answer any questions the lead may have. I have already made a full video about AI voice agents on my channel, so you can look at the link below to watch that video after this one. And then we have this form over here. This isn't just a normal form. It has a whole backend automation that goes into it. So let's say a lead fills out the form right. They don't just stay in the client's CRM until they get a response. They can get a response right away, as well as follow up emails and SMS messages to get them to book a call or an appointment with the business here. Let me show you guys the workflow real quick. So let's say in the workflow, I have this trigger where the form is submitted or the tag is added. The main goal of this workflow is to get them to book an appointment into the business owner's calendar. So here's an example email. Thanks for sharing your details. I'd love to share blah 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 blah. You can pause and read this if you want to. Then we have the same with the SMS. This goes on for like 7 days, trying to nurture the lead into a paid customer or paid client for the business. So this can be really helpful rather than to leave the lead stuck in their CRM waiting to get feedback from the owner. This can actually convert more of your leads and help the business owner close more deals. Yeah. And lastly, a way for real estate wholesalers to get more motivated leads is to implement this AI chatbot over here. So I put the image of the owner just to make it look more human. So if I was a lead and I want a question about the business, I can come here and ask it a question. How do I get on your list for new deals? And then it gives me this answer. Again, you can pause and read. And then it says, when would you like to book? And then I say, what time do you have available? And then it gives me the actual dates available in the business owner's calendar, which is the real estate wholesaler in this example. Yeah. So I have to type in a new day. So let's try again and let's type Thursday at 11 a.m. June 5th. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so it tells me you are all set. Your appointment is booked for Thursday, June 5th, 2025 at 11 a.m. thank you. Okay, so let's go back to the business owner's calendar and see if the appointment actually shows. Let's go to calendar app here, and then as you can see here on Thursday, June 5th, it said the name as guest visitor. Yeah, and it has actually booked the appointment. It's supposed to send the confirmation email, which it will ask from the user or the lead. I haven't yet implemented that. What I'm basically trying to say here is that all this can be happening in the background just on your website, which is also a high converting one, to get the real estate wholesalers more motivated seller leads just by implementing these AI agents and backend automation. If you want to see how this can work for your business, why don't you book a free call with me using the link in the description, and I'll walk you through the entire thing completely for free and spend less time cold calling leads and more time on other important things in your business. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.